Hey folks, please join our great community at RivianStories.com to get all the latest updates, pics, and videos from Rivian owners and fans. We also have t-shirts, hats, and gear guides for your next adventure. Hope to see you there. So, did you guys hear any good reports about Overland Expo this weekend or not? I saw a couple pictures that I really liked. One here from Ryan. Two, actually. Look at the campsite here. And then look at these. Look at Rivian Stories getting repped here. I don't know where this t-shirt gets sold.
I love it. I love it.
Must have been one of the lucky orders before we took it down.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So we've got Ryan, Jay, Scott, and then I don't know who is wearing the R1S shirt, but that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. But did you guys hear about the gear tunnel screen / speaker / projector setup that they had as a prototype out there at Overland Expo?
I did. I saw it on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, granted, we don't have our camp kitchen yet, but I don't think I'm gonna remove my camp kitchen in order to put a screen or a projector out there.
It did look very, very cool, other than the fact that the screen was so big. So the bottom of the screen started up above the gear tunnel, but then from side to side, it went over the bed to the left and covered up the entire, well, not vertically, but horizontally, it covered up the entire passenger door in the back and part of the passenger door in the front.
Right. Like, I almost wish they would have make it so that you can open up the spare tire lid all the way to the vertical and then put it there. That way I'm not using the gear tunnel for the camp kitchen.
Yeah, and that was my thought. That is not something that I need Rivian to build an accessory for.
Yeah.
That is something where I could find a screen and a short throw projector that either shoots from in front of the screen or potentially even behind the screen, and then just set that up wherever I wanted. But my first thought was, how cool would a setup like that be for tailgating?
Oh yeah.
And watching sports. I mean,
definitely.
When I'm camping, watching a movie is not the first thing on my list, but it is pretty cool for other scenarios, potentially.
Yeah. Kind of looking around, it's hilarious to see this stinking screen that you can put in the hitch.
Yeah.
Kind of cool too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's, there's a lot of campgrounds. I mean, it definitely is becoming a thing. I mean, just even at the campground we were at this past weekend, they had a little quote unquote amphitheater with, like power run out to it and a screen for movie nights. So I would definitely prefer your version, Skylar, of actually, watching pregame, college game day basically from the truck while you're tailgating before you go to the game that'd be pretty fun. I don't want to sacrifice the cam kitchen in order to have a projector,
especially if you're tailgating. I mean,
especially if you're tailgating.
The food's the main thing. I think to me the biggest news of Overland Expo, I mean, getting back to that, was that there was no R1S.
Right. Yeah.
And you don't want that. Not that that's like super important, but I know that we were kind of hoping that we'd see one out there and that some of our buddies out there could report back on some peaks. But what do we make of that? We heard that it was at least kind of nixed, perhaps last minute, is the rumor anyway, from Rivian management. And do you guys want to speculate on why that might be the case? And if not why, like what kind of feelings it gives us or stuff like that?
So it's frustrating. I remember going all the way back to May of 2019 at the Overland West of 2019, and that's when the camp kitchen was originally unveiled. Brian and the rest of the guys, the rest of the gang, guys and gals, showing off the camp kitchen and the truck. And they had the truck cordoned off then. I don't understand why. They're Overland Expos, East, West, Mountain West. They are definitely more hands-on events. But who's to say that you couldn't have just cordoned off the R1S? You didn't have to have people climbing in it, touching buttons, doing everything else. They could have definitely have at least been there, cordoned off. You could have had as many engineers as you want there answering questions and showcasing it, but it definitely didn't need to be completely nixed. And again, this is Jimmy talking. Yeah, we're ready to at least see it, and that would have been a great place to showcase it for those 3 days.
I agree, and I don't think it's necessarily that the R1S is delayed or has quality problems or anything else. It could have just been, hey, we don't have spare stock of R1S right now that we could have gotten one there in time. It could have been any number of reasons why it wasn't there, but I do agree it's disappointing that we have not seen an R1S in a public venue that people could actually get a good look at. And it's also not confidence inspiring for R1S pre-order holders that it was supposed to be there and it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that, Jimmy, about, you could have just roped it off. The other thing you could do is like maybe have a medium is just set it up a certain way. Like, okay, it's overlanding, so we're going to have the seats folded flat with an air mattress back there so that people can kind of just hop in and out and kind of see what the clearance is like, to where you're not pushing buttons and getting to measure third row seat. They're all down, but we're at least demonstrating one thing for overlanders.
Man, 100%. That's a great point, Kyle. You could have easily just set it up for car camping, whatever you want to call it, Skylar. And
I call it better than a rooftop tent.
No, and honestly, I need to either invest in a Zero Breeze. So if you're watching and you want to send me a trial unit, you know where to find me.
Well played, Jimmy.
But that would have been great. Put it in a mode that makes it look sharp and set it up for a sweet car camping trip.
Yeah.
Show it off.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's it for this one. Again, catch the entire episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app. Until the next video, we'll be hanging out at rivianstories.com, so we hope to see you there.